Hey guys, yes, we are back, and we're here to do an episode of Minecraft Me. We're going to talk about the Microsoft acquisition of Mojang, which includes Minecraft. We'll talk about what happened to Geek Gamer TV. Also, a new community challenge is in the works. More news, server showcases. They include a Patreon creative overlook and much, much more. Minecraft Me is next. Minecraft Me is brought to you by viewers and listeners like you on Patreon. That's right, patreon.com is a place where you can go and support Minecraft Me for as little as $1 per month. And when you do that, you help keep this show on the air. Head over to patreon.com/Minecraft to support Minecraft Me. This podcast is brought to you by Audible.com, the internet's leading provider of audiobooks with more than 150,000 downloadable titles across all types of literature, including fiction, nonfiction, and periodicals. For a free audiobook of your choice, go to audiblepodcast.com/MinecraftMe.
This is Minecraft Me, a show that is about Minecraft, where we bring you some of the most awesome tutorials on the internet, reviews of mods, and pack picks that you can use when you play. We take you on awesome adventures, all with Chase and Joe.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Minecraft Me, the show that is entirely about the game from Mojang called Minecraft. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or expert. We like to show you how to play this awesome building blocks game. Yes, I've said that a lot. We usually do this show every single week, and for the first time in I don't even know how long, we had a very, very long break.
A year and a half.
It's been, and it's one of those breaks that I wish it was for fun. I wish it was leisure. I wish we had, we're freshly relaxed and back from a vacation, but no, it's not like that. We'll tell you everything there is to know about why the show hasn't been on the air for the past couple of weeks. My name is Chase
Call it a
Nunes.
forced hiatus,
Maybe, or unscheduled hiatus.
A forced hiatus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, my name is Chase Nunes. Joining me on every single edition of Minecraft Me without fail is my good friend, guide, teacher, and really just a great friend. And I'm very, very happy to have him as a friend, Mr. Joseph Falby. Hey, Joe.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man, that's a loaded question.
Well, today it should be going okay.
Today is going great. I'm wearing our episode 100 shirt. I'm in a very festive mood to be back and doing the show with you. You guys,
you should just take me to your luau.
Take me what?
Take me to your. It says take me to your.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Now, you guys,
take me to your
not
luau.
only Joe's the co-host of the show, but really we have you guys in the community joining us as well. Everybody in the chat room at live.geekgamer.tv. Thank you so much. You saw that we were coming back today. You are joining us on the Sunday evening here on the West Coast. Maybe Sunday, Monday morning, maybe if you're in the Philippines as well. So thanks so much, you guys, for joining us. Really do appreciate it. So you're probably wondering what happened. Why were you guys gone for 2 to 3 weeks? And I know there's a lot of you that maybe that you don't follow us on social media, which is totally cool, but you probably want to know what happened.
I don't follow us on social media.
Joe, you're not even on social media, technically. I mean, well,
I'm more on social media than John is.
That is true. John's really not on social media, even though you might find him on Twitter. That's not him, and I do not do not search for him, please.
I'm pretty sure that is him. I think that is him, though.
Well,
isn't it?
Well, it's a picture of him. Maybe not a family-friendly, appropriate picture, but it is.
I was going to say, as I recall, that picture's not the kind of picture we want to show on the show.
That's true. Maybe it'd be more appropriate to show a spreadsheet, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe we can do that later. So, all right, guys. But seriously, here's what happened. A few weeks ago, I was setting up an FTP account for a member of the community. They were going to work on the Wikipedia project for Geek Gamer TV.
Just wiki.
Oh, just wiki? I can't.
Yeah, Wikipedia.
Oh, that's
is
right. I can't say that.
Thing.
Right.
Wiki is a type of site.
Sure. Yes.
It's an important differentiation.
You're absolutely right.
One that theoretically
An open wiki
could cause other issues.
Can I say open
Huh?
wiki? Is that because that's the underlying software?
Open
right?
Wiki's a platform. Yeah, that's
okay,
fine.
Okay.
But Wikipedia specifically
Right.
is a wiki-based encyclopedia.
Very good, Joe. Thank you
Yeah.
for being the
and is probably a registered trademark. I'm just guessing.
Probably. You're welcome, Wikipedia. And by the way, if you haven't
Yeah.
donated to them, please check them out. They're great.
Everybody, they're great for term papers. Just use it and cite Wikipedia straight as the reference. College professors and teachers
They
and stuff
love that.
love that.
They love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was setting up an FTP account for an open wiki project. And when I set up the account initially, there's a framework called cPanel, and I know a lot of you kids may not even know what that is, but it's basically a back-end control panel for website domains, that sort of thing. And I was setting up an FTP account when I didn't set it up right. And so I went ahead and I closed it off, and I was going to delete it and set up a new one again, make sure it's pointing to the right directory. And there was two options. I could delete the account, or I could delete the account and any associated files that account dealt with. Well, I was like, well, I just need to wipe this account. I deleted the account and any associated files. What I didn't realize is it deleted everything in the HTML_web directory, just like that. And that's when the day turned into a living nightmare for me. I got on the phone with a good friend of the show, and he's in the chat, Jay Huckabee. I got on the phone with him, then I got on the phone with Joe. We got together on Skype, and we basically spent 10 hours on a Sunday trying to get back, which unfortunately we couldn't. And it was probably because we did so much tinkering with the hard drives, and we tried so hard to get the stuff back. We even sent the drives to a data recovery company, and I think we just messed with the drives too much. They couldn't recover anything. So long story short, the site obviously went away, and the shows went away. Everything that we do and I do on a weekly basis pretty much came to a screeching halt, because the focus was to try to rebuild and bring everything back. The good news is, thanks to backups in certain places, we were able to recover the majority of all the media, so all the files and all that thing. The cool thing also was the website did run on WordPress, and those databases, which contain the text and how posts are laid out, was still good. That was residing on a different area. So I'm very proud to say that it's back, and it's back better than ever. We actually have a brand new redone website here, as you can see. Actually, let me log out here. It's actually covering up some of the stuff here. There we go. So as you can see now, there's a toolbar there at the top, and it actually I need to refresh this page. There it goes. It actually follows down, which is really cool. So as you scroll through the page, you have this constant header above as well. All the posts are here. I definitely want to give a big shout out to Gradrock in the community. He's been helping me go back and find images or thumbnails. Images and thumbnails that will that linked in with the older posts and stuff as well. So it's all back. All the shows, all the information is there. As you can see, we'll go to the Minecraft Me page, and everything's back. But some new looks, some new things. It's really cool. A little bit of a different thing, a different theme, but it is still responsive on mobile sites, mobile phones as well. But basically, the site and everything just went away, and so it took some time to get it all back. And thanks to Joe, Gradrock, Jay Huckabee, Matt Turvey, and many other names that I'm missing right now, and I apologize for that. But there's so many names that really helped to get us back. And my number one goal was, try to get everything back as close as we can, and then start doing this thing. Because I'm only one guy. We don't have a lot of time, to do things because, I'm working. I work a full-time job. Joe works a full-time job. Mostly everybody that we know works full-time jobs. So it's tough to bring it all back together. But yeah, it's one of those things that you guys, thanks to you guys in the community, thanks to those of you who decided to support us on Patreon, been able to offset a lot of those rebuilding costs, because there are some costs associated with it. and just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. I know I leaned on this Joe over there a lot, so thank you, Joe,
and on the other Joe too,
and the other Joe, and the other Joe, and the other Joe. So, but
and,
yes,
and a bunch. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a bunch of people actually. It was really really good, and we did spend quite a bit of time working on getting stuff back together. Chase, I know you spent days on getting stuff put back together and set back up, and it seems like everything's come together, and we're at an okay spot finally.
yeah.
And at least it's you know what, it's a place to get better from here. And honestly, one of the coolest things that came out of it was because you had to go back to the guy who did the original site design.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, that design is like 2 years old. It's slightly dated. Let me make some minor improvements. And I think it looks better than ever.
Yeah, it was only a year old ish. Not even that.
Yeah.
And he, obviously in the year that the site's been built, he's like, hey, I know things to make it better. Also, let's make it WordPress 4.0 compliant. I know some tricks to make it faster and things like that. So yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it tremendously. And one thing I definitely want to do is one thing you might have noticed is the support section has changed a little bit. First off, right now, oh, that's weird. There it goes. I was like, taking a while. Right now, there's really only two ways to support us, unless you're going to do some shopping on Amazon or whatever, and that is through Patreon or donating Bitcoins. And I definitely want to talk about the reasons why I've changed how people could contribute to the show. A few weeks ago, someone decided to donate $100. And it was really, really cool, and I thought they were very, very, supportive of the community. When a short time ago, they decided to contact PayPal and say this charge wasn't authorized, and it pulled that money and associated fees with that. And so one thing I've learned about PayPal is I don't have a huge balance to offset those fees and things. So if one thing that's going to happen very, very soon, and it's low on the list because I wanted to get the site and everything back up, but if you like Minecraft Me, you can support the Minecraft Me Patreon. And we'll talk about that in a minute. You can also contribute Bitcoins as well. So if you do Bitcoins, I know you can't get refunds on Bitcoins. You can't once you've contributed them, you can't pull them back. So you can contribute Bitcoins as well. But there'll be a Patreon for Geek Gamer TV as a whole starting soon. So now the good news is obviously the funds that support the Minecraft Me, it goes to the same place. It goes back into the show. It goes back into the server. It goes back into those things. But I know a lot of you guys want ways to contribute. Also on the bottom of every single page, at the very, very bottom, is a Keep Us Alive section where if you're going to do some shopping on Amazon, Canada, UK, or USA, Newegg, Monoprice, Best Buy, if you click on these links before you do your shopping, a part of that goes to support us. So, but enough talking about that. I just want to say thank you so much for supporting us. Sorry it's been a long time in the internet time world of taking 2 to 3 weeks to come back. I know a lot of you guys on Twitter and Facebook are like, when are you coming back? When are you doing a show? Things like that. So, but thank you so much, you guys. Really, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it immensely. I really, really do. And hopefully we'll be able to continue doing this for many, many months and years to come. So thanks so much, you guys. Really do appreciate it. But now let's jump in to the top news, the big news that I know you guys really, really, really want to hear from us and our thoughts about. And that is that the rumor that was happening weeks ago has come true, and Microsoft has purchased Mojang Studios, which includes Minecraft, for a small amount of money. What was that? What, $2.5 million? Was that million?
Yeah, 2.5 million. Yeah, that's what it was. So yeah, at the same time, Microsoft announced that they were going to close more offices and lay off more people. They spent $2.5 billion
billion
buying Minecraft.
Yeah. So What I want to do for you guys,
Mojang.
Now, what I want to do, you guys, in case if you haven't had a chance yet to check this out, Phil Spencer is the Xbox head, and he actually talked about why they picked up Mojang and Minecraft, and I want to play that for you guys, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about our thoughts and feelings about this whole thing.
So I'm here in Stockholm, really excited that we just signed to acquire Minecraft and Mojang, the studio we've worked with for many years. 3 years ago, we started working with the studio on Minecraft when we announced at E3 that we'd be bringing Minecraft to the Xbox 360. At that time, we really didn't know what we were getting into. The next year, we shipped it, and it became the best-selling online game of all time for us on Xbox 360. And if you've looked over the years, it's always stayed at the top of Xbox Live usage. One of the things that's pretty special to me about Minecraft and Mojang and my relationship with Marcus and Carl and Jacob is just watching the three of them evolve as individuals with the success that they've had. I remember the first time we went out to dinner right before E3 of 2011, which was frankly the first time I had met them face to face. We had literally just signed the deal to bring Minecraft to Xbox 360, and they were seeing the growth on PC, but still very early in the growth of what was to become what we see as Minecraft today. And you know, as individuals, as friends, I'm really happy for the success that they've built. This has been a life-changing event for them. The game industry can be a tough place with hits and people working really hard. It's not always true that the most effort goes into the biggest hits. This is definitely an example where a team, very committed people that I know and have known for many years now, have put just their heart and soul into what Minecraft has become, and to see the results turn out so well for them is just really nice. And this is a game that has found its audience on touch devices, on phones, on iPads, on console, and obviously its true home on PC. Whether you're playing on an Xbox, whether you're playing on a PlayStation, an Android, iOS device, our goal is to continue to evolve and innovate with Minecraft across all those platforms. Some things that are special to us about Minecraft is the broad set of gamers that play this game. You have young and old, male, female. There's truly very few things in the market, whether games, movies, TV, like it, with the amount of just excitement, engagement from the community. The community out there of user-generated content and servers that have made this such a vibrant and active community for so many gamers for so many years. Those are critical to what have made Minecraft great to date, and things that we're going to want to continue to work on and continue to work with the community and with the studio here in Stockholm. One thing that's really going to be clear is Microsoft, the team at Xbox, our focus on gaming, we're going to learn a lot as an organization in what it means to work with a community that's as vibrant as the Minecraft community. And they should know from us that we come at this with obviously a plan, and a real cornerstone of that plan is listening to the feedback from the Minecraft community on what they'd like to see. And just as we've made some changes and improvements in our Xbox program, I want to keep that same level of commitment to the Minecraft community as we go through this experience together.
All right. So there's the announcement from Microsoft and the head of Microsoft Xbox division, Phil Spencer, about the acquisition. And obviously, it's going to go through all that regulatory approval. So far, it doesn't look like there's going to be any issues with that, and it's going to happen. Now, I know you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, you guys, this is the end of the world. This is the worst thing that could ever happen.
The sky is falling. The sky is falling, I swear.
I've seen the notes from people. I mean, we even have an email from somebody that is just, I think they're honestly like emotionally sad and upset that this occurred. One thing I think Microsoft realizes better than some other companies like Sony, when I'm talking in the gaming industry, for example, like Sony and Nintendo, is, I think community does matter to Microsoft. I honestly feel that, especially when you look at Major Nelson and the entire identity around that. And, obviously there was issues with the Xbox One. And, you got Major Nelson out there talking to people and acknowledging concerns and things of that nature. And so I'm actually happy that maybe Microsoft got them before maybe a Sony or a Nintendo, or I don't know. I don't think it's all doom and gloom, especially when you have a big powerhouse of money that and resources they want to get in gaming, and they do see the potential of awesomeness with Minecraft, but I don't think.
Well,
it's
and
all
they have
doom
a
and
history
gloom.
of buying their way into gaming.
That's true. Well, that's
I mean,
true. Going back to the original Xbox.
First, and I don't know. It's sort of there's two sides of this for me. One is you're right. It could have been a lot worse. I don't think Sony or Microsoft were interested. Sony might be, but Sony or Nintendo. You really think about it. Sony and Nintendo don't do desktop PC gaming. They really don't. They do their consoles. That's pretty much all they do. However, Minecraft on a 3DS would have been pretty awesome. I'm just going to throw that out there because it would be.
Well, it may still happen. We don't know. I mean,
it won't happen. But
all right,
it won't happen. Come on, look at. So the thing is, look at Microsoft in Japan. The reason why it won't happen on 3DS is look at Microsoft in Japan. The Xbox One is like
it's sitting there.
They ship units over there and they just pretty much open the container and dump it into the bay because no one buys them.
That's
at
true.
this point. So it's not going to happen. They're not really. Microsoft isn't going to push any more money into the Japanese market because they know that they can't do anything about it. Sony and Nintendo, the local dominators, they have no chance of cracking the market. They've tried with Xbox One, Xbox 360, and the original Xbox. It just doesn't happen. But I don't know. I think you know what? Honestly, it's Microsoft's project to mess up at this point.
Right.
Right.
Because
they
here's
can
the thing:
do things. They can do things right, and they could make it better and really support the community and allow for all the modding that we love and allow all the platforms that we want it to run on. I'm not talking about. I know it's never going to run on the 3DS, but I'm talking about making sure it still runs on Linux, make sure it still runs on Mac, make sure it still runs on everything that's on right now. Keep the iOS and Android versions up to date. Release a Windows Phone version. I think that'd be fantastic. I would love a Windows Phone version.
I'm going to go one step further. Not only we're gonna definitely see a Windows Phone version.
Oh yeah,
there's
definitely.
no doubt now.
But
they're going to give it away. I think they're going to give it away on Windows Phone because they
might. I could see that.
And the only reason why is obviously they want to boost their platform. They want to get out of third or fourth place.
Maybe give it away with Nokia Windows phones.
Right.
Since they own that division.
Right. Like you buy a phone, it comes with a code, and you can, you get Minecraft.
And I could see that totally happening on Windows Phone. But again, I don't want Microsoft to say, hey, you know what? It was great on Java, but it would be amazing in Visual C. And, port the whole thing over to some proprietary language that only Microsoft platforms support. I think that would be a disaster, but I could totally see Microsoft doing that. That said,
would they really want to screw up the community though, like that? I mean, Minecraft is in its own scale.
Do you remember the history of that little game title called Halo?
Never heard of it.
Yeah. So Halo was originally launched or announced by a company called Bungie.
That's right.
We all know who Bungie is.
Yeah.
And it was announced as a multi-platform game. It was going to be on consoles. It was going to be on Windows. It was going to be on Mac. It was going to be on everything. And it was going to release at the same time. And it looked amazing. Microsoft bought Bungie. Said, oh, no, this is an Xbox exclusive, and then eventually we will leak out really inferior versions on Windows. Which is what they did.
Right.
Now, granted, Halo hadn't been released yet, so it is a little different situation, but it's still the same sort of thing. And my big fear is that they're going to do something like that. They're going to mess up Minecraft. And maybe they won't do it with the current versions. Maybe they'll keep running with Minecraft 1.8 and keep going with that. But yeah, Minecraft 2.0, as Jay Huckabee points out, Minecraft 2.0 will be new. And we don't know how new it is. We don't know how far into development it was. We don't know if the API is they've been promising, Mojang has been promising an API for years. Nothing. And we have a story related to that a little bit too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But that said, Microsoft is by far not the worst company that could have bought Mojang.
No.
I'm thinking EA would have been complete disaster.
Yeah, if EA bought Minecraft, I would honestly, you guys,
the microtransactions edition. Yeah,
I would honestly consider shelving this show.
So I think right now, right?
EA. Ooh.
Yeah. So right now, my personal opinion is Microsoft bought Mojang and Minecraft. Microsoft has two routes.
Yes.
One, mess it up, destroy the community, and piss off a whole bunch of people. Two, keep it going as it is, funnel some more into it, buy some better or some not better developers, but more developers, and get actually progress going, but leave it functioning as an independent operation.
Yeah,
and if they do the second one, I think it could be really, really good.
Yeah. And
if they do the first one, we're all boned.
Yeah, nice choice of words. No, I really don't think that I think Microsoft bought Minecraft not just, of course, for Minecraft, but for the community. They realize the importance of having an awesome, solid community, even a convention that is associated with this one game. I mean, we talked about this on the last episode, or maybe last episode before that one, where there's not many games out there that have a convention all to their own. I mean, I know Eve does, Quake does, and there's a handful of others. But it's one of those things where, you even saw Phil in the video, the Microsoft video, where, I mean, he even said iPad by name. I mean, oh my gosh, fire him.
Yeah. After all the NFL debacle, I'm surprised they're willing to admit that exists.
Well, yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, that's a whole other show.
That's a great topic. But that's a good topic. But no, you guys, I wouldn't worry. I would not worry about this at this point. There's no evidence other than the Bungie situation with Halo. But I would say this though, when with the whole Halo thing, that game was under development. When Microsoft bought Bungie, they made it a Microsoft exclusive, obviously, to sell the Xbox. This is a different situation. This game's been out in the wild for years on every single platform, and I think, if anything, we might get improvements in the development process. And not only that, but, like, for example, we see 4J Studios, sometimes it appears to us, maybe to me, that they struggle at times. With so many different platforms that they have to try to develop for, and there were some delays around that. So maybe there can be improvements in that regard. So
yeah, and we'll have to see. Touching on the Halo thing, I think the funniest thing about Halo that nobody ever seems to remember is where Halo was originally announced. Do you remember where Halo was originally announced?
I don't.
It was actually at a Macworld conference. And they were brought out on the stage with Steve Jobs. It was during a Steve Note, and they talked about how amazing it was going to be, and it's going to be out for Mac and Windows and all this kind of stuff. And then not 2 months later, they were bought up. But I also think, though, this acquisition sheds a lot of light onto why Mojang was all of a sudden really talking about enforcing their EOLA. And it really was, I think it was a case of they needed to make sure that their IP, the stuff that they had, was secure in order to be more attractive to a buyer. That, yeah, they had a title that was selling like hotcakes. That wasn't the issue. They really needed to make sure they were secure. And the other thing, too, the other reason why, I think partly why Microsoft picked it up is our generation, who do we think back? When we think back to old video game characters, we think back to Mario.
Yeah.
And Sonic.
Jumpman.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The next generation, the gamers who are playing right now, when they think back to old classic characters, they're going to think of Steve. I'm serious.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Because there's so many. I mean, think about how many young players are playing Minecraft at 7, 8, 10 years old. They're playing Minecraft at really, really young ages, and they're getting to know Steve. They're getting to know creepers. They're getting to know that sort of thing. That thing. Steve and creepers, all that kind of stuff. That's what Minecraft was after. They were after something that people will remember for decades.
Yeah.
Just like we remember Mario and Sonic now.
Totally. Yeah. I will say this to all you guys out there who go, "Oh my God, it's Microsoft. My game it's over. It's done." You guys give it a chance. Just give it a shot. I mean, we are. Yeah. And
well, you know what? My attitude is, let's give Microsoft enough leeway to make or break Minecraft as they see fit.
Yes.
And I really, really hope it turns out for the best. And I really hope that we're not thinking the best of Minecraft or of Microsoft, and then them turn around and just really hose the whole thing, because they have there's so much potential here, and there's so much goodness that we can see.
Totally.
And there's a lot that Microsoft, I really do think, can do to help influence that and make it better.
Yep.
But there's also a lot they can do to completely destroy it.
Absolutely.
And I really hope that they don't make bad decisions and end up breaking the whole thing.
Yeah. Well,
because it's their franchise to destroy at this point.
It is. And now they have said, by the way, you guys, that Minecon is still planning on happening in 2015. Yep. They don't anticipate changing that at all, other than the fact that
still going to be in Europe somewhere.
Yeah, I granted, I hope they would bring it here.
It's
right in our backyard.
That'd be true. They could do one in Seattle, and we'd have to go back to that stupid convention center twice a year.
Yeah, that's true. However, one thing to note, you guys, on a purely investment scale for a moment, if Microsoft does absolutely nothing and changes nothing, the way that the game's distributed, and the commercial
just funnels money into it. That's all they need to do.
The advertising and all the Lego and everything that you see, ThinkGeek, all that stuff. If they do nothing, they will make back their $2.5 billion by June of next year. Just something to think about.
Yeah.
If you're just looking at it from a money standpoint, it's not a bad buy, even at $2.5 billion. Now, Joe, how does this tie into what's going on with the teams at Spigot, and Bucket and all that? What is going on? Because there's been this huge thing that has blown up with DMCA notifications and just like developers that are pissed off. What's going on?
Yeah, so in a nutshell, Spigot and Bucket, which are really crucial to the modding community. And there's another platform out there called Forge, which is a little different, but the same sort of idea. It's an alternative based on Minecraft, an alternative executable that you run to host your server. And we use Spigot on the pub server, and most servers honestly use Spigot. A few smaller servers use Bucket still, but the vast majority of servers use Spigot because it's a really, really good platform and it's fast. Well, they both got served takedown notices, DMCA takedown notices, a few weeks ago, and it was by a developer who was a contributor to both programs, or both pieces of software. The reason why he did this, and he actually did it shortly after the Microsoft announcement, I think. I can't remember if it was shortly after or shortly before, but the reason he did it was it was all connected to, remember, Mojang started enforcing EULA, or saying they were going to enforce EULA.
Right, for like the whole server thing. You guys
right, the whole
that.
server thing, that whole deal.
Yeah.
Then what happened? Oh, then they announced the Bucket team said, "Oh, we're going to stop development. We're done. Bucket's over."
And then
Mojang said, "Oh, no, you can't close it down. We own that.
Yeah.
That's ours."
Yeah,
and
you can't do that.
So,
all right.
Yeah. So Mojang said, "Nope, we're going to keep doing that." And specifically, Nathan, I can't think of his handle.
Dinnerbone.
Dinnerbone said, "Yeah, I came from the Bucket team. I will go back and support that, and it will work at least through 1.8. It's totally on me. I'll do it. No big deal." And then this guy, I can't remember his name, Wolf something or other.
Wesley Wolf.
Wesley Wolf.
Yeah.
Sent out this DMCA takedown notice saying that, hey, these projects, both Spigot and Bucket, are open source projects released under the GPL. However, they contain closed sourced software, and that's not cool. That actually breaks the GNU license agreement, the GPL license agreement. So
can we back it up a smidget?
That is the state we're at now.
I want to back it up a smidget. Why?
Yeah.
Why all this now? Like, why is Wesley and some of the members of that team all of a sudden upset? Are they upset with Mojang before the situation?
It seems to be directly related to Mojang saying they're going to enforce the EULA and how they've changed.
So the original,
how that sort of stuff
all right.
works.
So I just wanted to make it clear, you guys, this has nothing to do with the purchase, the Microsoft purchase. This goes back to the whole ULA saga.
It appears to not, because I do think this came out after or before the news of the purchase was released.
Okay.
It may have come out when that information was being leaked, but I think it was mostly in response to that. And you know what, though? It doesn't matter what it was in response to. If his claims are legit, which I think they appear to be, but I'm not an attorney by any stretch of the imagination. If his claims are legit, then it doesn't matter when they did this, or he could have done this years ago, because it's a GPL project that's being linked to closed source software, which is the Minecraft server itself,
Right.
and that breaks the GPL license.
Yeah.
So, which is redundant GPL license.
Yeah.
GNU public license.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyway, it breaks that license, which is bad,
Yeah.
obviously. So that's what it's all about. Now the good news is Spigot team has figured out sort of a way around this.
Yeah.
They're not releasing their source code. They're not releasing build binaries. What they are doing is they're releasing basically binary differentials.
Okay.
So if you have the last publicly available Spigot version, you can download the bits that will make it into the current build version.
Got it.
Without actually breaking any rules or any DMCA rules. So if you're running a Spigot server, you can update to the current versions, but it does take a little bit of work, and you have to acquire, and they make sure to mention that you should not acquire it in any illegal manner, the last released version of Spigot. And then you can update to the current supported version. So
what's the end game, Joe? I mean,
we're going to see these DMCAs either get supported or taken down.
Right.
Both Spigot and Bucket, to my knowledge, both Spigot and Bucket have sent in responses saying that these aren't legit.
Right.
And then we'll see. The problem is, as you know, because you've dealt with this before too,
Yeah.
it takes a long time.
Yeah.
Attorneys are not fast, and they are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a while for all this stuff to get sorted out, and we'll see what happens. In the meantime, the honest to goodness long-term hope is that Minecraft or Microsoft or Mojang, whoever they are now, will release the version of Minecraft that supports the API. And now that they have a whole lot of money to do it with, hopefully they'll do it soon. And if they do that, then it alleviates all these issues. People will just write their plugins for the API, and we'll get out of this. The alternative to that, and something that has been publicly stated, is the Forge group, which I mentioned before. Forge has said, if all else fails, we will start supporting Bucket plugins. Our server-side client will start supporting Bucket plugins, and if they do, that'd be fantastic, because they are free and clear. I believe they've actually reverse engineered the network protocols instead of uncompiling the Minecraft server jar.
Wow!
So they've managed to stay above board and still keep it open source. So they're above board, they're clear, but it's going to be a while. And Forge always lags behind. As an example, the current Forge servers are running 1.6, not even 1.7.
Wow.
They're running 1.6. There are a couple 1.7 builds out there, but mostly they're 1.6. So they are a ways behind. But hey, at least it's a path. At least it's a future.
Yeah.
For the open source.
It's an alternative.
Community.
It's an alternative.
Yeah.
I think it's in probably Microsoft's best interest to get out the mediators and just say, hey guys, listen.
Yeah.
We all love this game, obviously, because we all made this together. So let's get a nice.
Microsoft should do what they do best and go to them with a check and say, how many zeros would you like?
Well,
on
how
this?
many? How many do you want?
Because I mean that's one of the things. And going back, I mean, I hate to beat a dead horse, but going back to the Mojang thing, I've heard a lot of people say they would never do this. Microsoft could come to them and offer them billions and billions of dollars, and they would never take them, and they would always keep working with what they were working. But you know what? Until someone's willing to write you a $2.5 billion check, I don't believe you.
Well, I've said it many times here on this show, Joe. Until someone comes to me like Google, Microsoft, says, hey, we want to buy that show.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, it's until you're being faced with an offer like that, a serious offer like that, you can't legitimately say how you would respond. Because you know what? Honestly, there's a lot of things I would do for $100,000, much less $2.5 billion.
As the $1 Million Man says, everyone has a price.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we got other news stories, believe it or not, you guys, that we did not have. We just don't have time to get to. I know we've had a lot of talking on this return show, and I apologize for that. It's one of those things where we've been gone and we feel like talking to you, and so I'm sorry if we haven't shown, but we will show some Minecraft stuff. But I do want to take a time out and say a big thanks to Audible. Audible said, you know what, we saw you guys were having some website issues, and we want to come back and talk about some awesome offerings from Audible. audiblepodcast.com/minecraftme. I know you guys know this, but Audible is the leading marketplace. It's the place that you go to for audiobooks. They have over 100,000 titles across all types of literature, including fiction, nonfiction, periodicals, and much, much more. Now, one book that you might want to consider if you're thinking about doing Audible, especially if you're commuting to work like I do, is the Zombie Survival Guide. Now, this is a great guide, a book on its own. My wife has it, and it's such a cool book to read, but it's even better to have this book read to you. So, we all know that the zombie apocalypse is going to be happening soon, Joe. We know that we're in trouble, and the best thing you should do is get prepared now. And one thing you can do is by listening to the Zombie Survival Guide, The Complete Protection from the Living Dead. This is narrated by Mark Cashman, written by Max Brooks, and this book is freaking cool. Best places to go, best things to do to your house, to help that situation that could occur, Joe, if you're invaded by zombies.
Yeah.
Serious. You need to be prepared. I mean, you're not going to be able to run to Costco once the apocalypse happens.
Yep.
So get this book. Now, it's one of those books that you can get if you go to audiblepodcast.com/minecraftme, because if you use that URL, we're going to give you a book for free. So you can take that book or a book that Joe might want to suggest. Now, Joe, what's your pick?
It's a little different. We're coming up on 3 years since Steve Jobs died.
Yeah,
and I figured a good pick
would
be the biography written by Walter Isaacson. It's a fantastic book. I read it a couple of years ago now, and thought it was really good. And the audiobook is just going to be fantastic, I'm sure. But it really gives you a lot of insight into who Steve Jobs was and why he did some of the things he did. And honestly, a lot of the mistakes he made. And it was really interesting hearing Walter Isaacson was able to interview him literally on his deathbed and ask him about some of the stuff, but worked with him for years, for a couple of years, actually working with him to get this book written. And it's a really interesting book. And if you've ever had any curiosity about Steve Jobs and his life and things that he did, I think it's a fantastic book and a really, really worthwhile listen or read. But yeah, it's really cool. And the fact that it's available on Audible is just awesome.
Yeah.
It is a long book. Well, not terribly long, but it is fairly long and worthwhile. So check that one out. As for the zombie thing, I'm going to say emergency preparedness is worthwhile and something everyone and every family should do.
Absolutely.
Being prepared for the zombie apocalypse.
Any type of emergency.
If you're ready for the zombie apocalypse, you'll be ready for other types. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yes.
The likelihood of it happening is only slightly more... slightly less than the Earth being hit by a meteor.
You never know. So I'm just saying.
Pretty sure.
It's a good book.
Pretty confident.
Now, either book.
But anyway,
book.
Both books are great picks, and Audible is an awesome service.
Yes,
and highly recommend checking it out.
Great thing about Audible, you guys, is if you start listening to the Steve Jobs book on your iPhone, and then you decide, I want to move over to the iPad, it actually remembers where you left off using that WhisperSync technology. If you have the text version of the book, you can actually follow along as the Audible version of the book is read to you. Some really cool technology. It's available on multitude of devices, tablets, PCs, Macs, Linux, you name it. It's available on it. So check it out. But use our special URL if you want to get a free audible book of your choice. Just head to audiblepodcast.com/minecraftme to get yourself a free Audible book. Thank you so much for supporting our show, Audible. We really appreciate it. And it's not hard to do because we love it. It's a great product and been around for a long time. So we're at this stage in the show where we typically would do this Play It segment. However, I glance over at the clock there and I see we've been going for a while. And so what I want to do, you guys, is really, I miss you guys. Joe's missed you guys. We've been so concerned in getting the server and getting things back up and going. we haven't had a really enough time to just kind of sit down and play and see what's going on. So, Joe, I don't know about you, but I'd like to spend a few minutes, Joe, and jump into the server. And, and see what our patrons been doing on the creative server. We've, when you guys become a member of our patron community, we give you access to the creative server, which is a separate place where you can go and build to your heart's content on a reservable plot of land. And we've seen some amazing creations, right, Joe? I mean, just some, it just keeps getting better and better.
It's actually really shocking. I mean, some of the builds are hard to believe. The stuff people managed to put together is really amazing.
Yeah. So in case if you guys want to check, well, actually, I was going to show everybody real quick. In case you guys want to check it out, and you're more than welcome to do it, head into the Spawn Cathedral. So go right on in here. And when you're in just do a /lobby. You guys will come right back to this point, and then just jump down here to the portal room.
/spawn, I think.
Yeah, /spawn. And then here, look at this. You go right in through this portal right here, Creative World. Just drop on in. And then you're transported to this other lobby, the Creative World, and now we're going to let some things draw in here. And there's some amazing creations. So as I walk out the door here, we see a snowman. It's been a while. We see a snowman holding his broom and tipping his hat to the world. And if you notice, there's you can actually go underneath the snowman. So
you actually can go inside the snowman.
Yeah, so let's just head down here. So I'm heading down here. Press either
you can ignore
button.
the sign. That's for the door.
Oh, okay.
That was one of the door entries.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
And then the kind of weird thing about the snowman, if you've never been inside it before, is it's a little dark.
Whoa!
The inside of the snowman is a recreation of the Nether, so to speak.
Oh my gosh, this guy's like the snowman's dark and evil on the inside. Oh my gosh.
And I think if you look straight down, you'll see an emblem. I think that might be the logo from the Secret Society on The Simpsons.
Oh jeez.
But I'm not sure.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Wow. Oh man. So this is just one creation. What you find in there, Joe?
Just a bunch of different name tags.
Oh, all right. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh wait. Comet, Donner, Cupid, and Blitzen. Rudolph,
and then one of them's
Prancer.
Cassandra. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, so this was actually done by, I think, Timberwolf put this together.
Okay.
He was one of our first Patreons, so big props to him. You can tell because he got a claim right next to Spawn.
Yeah, he jumped on that right away.
He did, yeah. So yeah, Timberwolf. The title is Snowman, So It Seems.
So I'm gonna walk this way because I've already noticed some pixel art. And we got these are non-copyrighted images, of course. We got we got Bart Simpson. We got Sonic and Tails. We got Cartman back here, Stan, and the group from South Park. There's Kenny. And we got a Dalek there, and we got some Doctor Who stuff here as well. Now, if we go inside
the police box.
If we go inside the police box, Joe, does it feel bigger on the inside?
Well, it's already pretty big.
Yeah,
so.
I was gonna say.
This was all put together by Jose042.
Wow.
But there's the entrance. I actually haven't been inside the police box before. This is cool.
Yeah, this is great. And you got some light detectors in here.
TARDIS time control. He has in the middle of it.
Wow. It actually does feel a little bit big on the inside, but granted, it is big on the outside.
It is humongous. Yeah. So,
yeah. Yeah, fair enough. So, all right, I'm going to try to get out of here. I'm going to go out this way, up and underneath.
And the cool thing is, you guys are seeing Chase and I fly around on this map. If you visit, you can too. Everybody who visits the map is in creative mode. Just only the Patreons are actually able to build here. So, but you can fly around to your heart's content, take a look, and see what everything was being built.
We got a Kermit the Frog, and then it looks like glass.
So, yeah, this is a really interesting, cool build. This is done by Kiendro. And
what
they did is they built a whole bunch of stuff under glass. So they carved all this out and put in the Kermit the Frog pixel art, and I don't even know what that is. Some kind of machine. I have no idea. And then that's like a walkway or something. I don't know how to get down there either. There must be an entrance somewhere.
Yeah, there's a spot
But,
right here that's above the glass, but it's just redstone. It's so weird, you guys.
Yeah, it's a really interesting build and a cool idea, and I've actually followed this one a little bit. But yeah, I know a number of people who use these builds, this area for designing stuff that they eventually build in the overworld,
now, Joe,
in the main world.
We can't fail to mention what's being built above it. It almost
right,
looks
yeah,
like an
it
ark
appears to be a ship.
Yeah, I mean, just incredible stuff.
A pretty big pirate ship is what it looks like, and you can see the outlines are here, and definitely getting added onto. Kendra says this is his testing area.
Fair enough.
So yeah, definitely where the builds go on, and development of new things, probably to be built in the overworld. So
over here we got a huge rainbow over. Looks like a very nice castle.
Nicely castle, partially built. Let me go see who this one is being built by.
You got this.
This one is being put by Jen in the morning.
Oh wow! So yeah, very cool. Right next door.
Yeah,
very very nice.
Flying around, there's a number of really cool builds. A lot of these slots,
by the way, you guys, are just really really big. And so it's hard for us to see them unless we're looking at above a map. But I'm looking over here, and looks like we almost got a little bit of a mini city. So you got some roads going around, got a parking lot, a little bit of a house.
Where the heck you went?
I went the other way. I remember this one. We have checked this one out before. This is like a beach resort. So you got the water and the pool. And then you got this hotel thing, and then you got like the city behind it. And over here you got a big, huge avatar there. Wow. I mean, this just mega, massive builds and awesome stuff, you guys. It's really, really cool. Just looking around.
How did you get over there so fast?
I just kept coming over here. That's all I did. I just kept going.
Yeah, so these are some really impressive builds. The city block one was one we saw a while ago. And has been here for quite a while. This is another really early claim. I'm trying to remember who.
And you got another huge build here that's being mapped out. Look, you got directions.
Alley Blaster has the city block. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a cathedral being built.
See this? I mean, this kind of stuff. I mean, we did receive an email, and we'll talk about it. But people are interested. Like, how do people plan for builds? And put things together. And as you could see, it's
this one is
a grid question.
Odios Padre is building this cathedral. Really cool. Right next door, which you're looking at, I can't remember who's building this one. I'll let me check the sign real quick. This is Big Head 24/7 working on some redstone contraptions. Looks like a tree farm and a couple different auto tree harvesting systems is what it looks like to me.
Wow, that's amazing.
So Odios Padre is building the church on your right, and the thing on the left is a tree farm. In the background there, the beach resort. Another really cool build right near spawn, or right near the entry area. That's being done by 00G9900.
Ah, yes.
So a lot of really cool builds. And then the next one, I love this. Next one is a fantastic example.
If you want to bring
something in progress.
Okay. Are you talking about this?
If you wanted to see, how people plot it out, this is exactly like what you were talking about before. Put together by Taka Akai. And this is their build.
Oh, there's something else drawing in over here. What we got over here? Is that just lava, like just pouring down?
It does appear to just be lava pouring down. Yeah.
But man, this huge looking structure here, wow, what is this?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what this is.
There's some signs here. Hold on here.
Buckeye Carl is building this one.
What is this? Lizzie, do not touch my house. Buckeye Annabelle. Wow, this is impressive looking.
Wow.
Very cool. And now it's dark. Look how pretty it is out there. Norm's girl in the chat room saying I've been drawn to lava. That is not true. It just looked pretty there and stuff. So, we'll man, this is just. Oh wait, what do we got over here? There's one last thing I want to take a look at before we jump out of here. Wow, look, what is going on here? This is.
Don't know.
It's a track.
Definitely a track. Somebody's
All
actually
right.
riding it right now.
Oh, hold on.
It's being put together by Tyler 5854.
All right, hold on. I'm jumping in over here. Hold on. I'm getting. I'm gonna. Oh, I need to make myself visible. I haven't done that yet. All right, here I go. Here I go.
Yeah, looks like Tyler is working on a big roller coaster of some
God,
kind.
this is so high. Sorry. Ah!
Oh, you bounced.
No, it bounced off. Oh no! There's too many carts on the track. Ah! I'm stuck on the incline. We're going up. Going up. There we go. Uh-oh, wait a minute. The track. Where are we going? Oh! Oh!
I wonder if this is just to litter carts on his neighbor's property. I wonder if that's all they're doing. That's kind of annoying.
Anyway.
Get rid of some of these carts.
A few carts there. But yeah, you guys, we'll tell you how you can get your own plot of land here in a moment. But man, some incredible stuff. And if you got some awesome creations that you guys want us to see, not only here in the creative world, but in the overworld and the normal world as well, we do have a server showcase nomination form that you can fill out on our website at geekgamer.tv/MinecraftMe. You can definitely check that out. But yeah, freaking awesome. And
look at that castle.
Yeah, I know.
That's awesome.
Right through the woods here as I'm walking up.
Oh, man.
Doesn't that look cool?
Well, it's the neighbor's plot that has the woods, and then there's the awesome castle.
And then, wait, I'm drawn to lava. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
How do I get in here? Wait.
Just swim through the lava. Who cares?
Is there a butt? All right.
Well, just swim through it.
I know.
It's great.
That felt so good. So there you
really
go.
Hope. Let's see who's doing the castle because I'm really hoping it is. Oh, Andy B2K. I was hoping because Castlemaker was standing there. I was gonna hope this is Castle.
Yeah, Castlemaker making castles. So.
That would have been hilarious. But no, still awesome builds. Just tons of really really cool stuff. If you have any time, if you know what, if you're building on the server and you're like, okay, that's it. I've had enough. I've put down. That's my 8,000th piece of whatever today. I'm done for now. I just want to relax. Hop over to the creative map. Check it out. There are some amazing builds going on over there. Well worth checking out and seeing what's going on because it is really really cool and amazing. I mean, I don't know how to say it. It's just mind blowing on some of them.
So I'm heading back over to the Grimm Theater here, taking a look, and why
are we hanging the poor snow golems
and the mushroom? What's wrong with the mushroom? I mean, seriously, guys, come on.
Mushroom cow? He eats. Who cares?
But I do want to say a big thanks to all these guys here that are on the server joining us for our live show return. And when you do, we hook you guys up with EXP and all that fun jazz. So thank you so much, you guys. That is freaking awesome. So there you go. Now, I know that you guys are hoping for the return of the server challenges. Now, we were gone for a few weeks, and we wanted to give one out. We wanted to do one. But obviously we were away because we were trying to rebuild the server, and not the Minecraft server, but the file server and the site and everything that we do. So a good member of the community who's also a Patreon, his name's Kiendro, decided, I'm taking it into my own hands, and I'm going to do a community server challenge for the community. And so he posted this on the 21st and says, hey, since the show's been on hiatus and some people wanted a new challenge, here it is. Here's a new challenge. And so here's the deal, you guys. It started on the 21st. You have until the 4th, which I believe is next Sunday, if my calendar proves correct. So you have until next Sunday to get those entries in, and we'll have a voting period. And actually, no, there won't be a voting period. This is what's going on. So you want to build a log cabin up to 33 by 33 in every area. Keandro will be judging. So he is going to make the decision on this. This is all on him. No votes. All on him. And he's going to give out prizes, 3 diamond blocks for first place, 2 for second, 1 for third. This is all coming from his stock. He's not a moderator. He doesn't have the ability just to generate this stuff. So he's giving it away out of his own stock, if you will. So if you want to get involved, all the details are on the community forum. You can check that out if you want at geekgamer.tv/forums. But nice job, Kendra. Thank you so much for stepping up and doing that while we've been gone and away. Yeah. And I know Kendra sent a message asking if we could set up buttons for the entries, Joe, for people can go check out. Do you see an issue with that?
No, that shouldn't be a problem at all.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be great. So there you go, you guys. If you want more,
I just need to know the coordinates.
Yes.
Which I guess are in the forum.
Well, they're not all the entries are in yet. They haven't done the 4th. So I think Kendra might send you a message, or maybe he'll put together a coordinates list. I don't know how that'll work, but we'll try to make it happen. But yeah, very, very cool. And thank you so much, Kendra, for stepping up to the plate on that. That is freaking awesome. So
it's like somebody rebuilt my button area.
Something happened to your button area?
No, someone rebuilt it.
Oh.
Well, I wasn't paying attention. Somebody rebuilt it and honestly probably improved it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So Joe, I don't know if you hold on here. I might need you to stall for a minute on me, Joe, because I had a message and I think I accidentally deleted it.
Ooh, that's not good.
Well, no. The reason why is because it was a video question. And one thing we also say here is if you have a video question and if you're a Patreon, you get right to the head of the line.
Front of the line. Yeah.
Yeah. So I am just.
So did they not send it through? Do you want me to? Here, I can stall here.
Well, what are you going to do over there?
I'll just reach off screen and here. Check out this. This is my quad that I finished building a few weeks ago, and it's a little mini. It's not very big.
I found it, Joe.
Small.
I found it, Joe.
What? Now I'm on a roll.
No.
Now I want to talk about this though.
No.
But it's held together by zip ties.
No. If you want to show about quadcopters, Padre SJ in our chat, from Twit is going to be doing a whole series about that. I don't. You knew that, Joe.
Why quads?
Well, I don't know.
Why not tries or hex? Or
maybe he's going to do tries.
I have a tricopter over there.
Maybe he's going to talk. Hey, Joe, we got a question. Joe. Joe, we got a question for the member of the community. Here's the video. Here we go.
Joe, hey Chase, Dr. Smeg here from the server. Just wondering if the next community build will be once the server's updated to 1.8. I know there's a lot of us out there who want to contribute, so if you could answer that, that'd be fantastic. Thanks very much, and keep up the good work. Cheers.
So he wanted to know about the next community build project. Kendra's already jumped on board with that. The next official one will be announced soon. We're going to let that one take its course, and then we'll come up with a new one for you guys to vote on. Next week, by the way, which I believe is also the 3rd, we'll be doing our monthly Survivor games. We wanted to do it, obviously, in September, but we had a little issue with some things and stuff, something called a website deletion and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. We do have some questions, though. We have some written questions, Joe. First one comes in from Simon12345 and writes in and says, "Hello, Chase and Joe. Fairly new to the server, and I've been having boats load of fun, perhaps even 2 boatloads. I have been really enjoying the server challenges and contests. It was fun to see different bridges, the colors, the art, the conversations that started, and also seeing different builds and claims around the map. So my question, is it difficult to make more of these challenges and more often? I know it's a lot of hard work. I'm thinking double the action. It seems we were doing 1 a month. How about 2 a month?" And thanks for the question. I thought we were doing about 2 a month. We would do it for a week.
Well, we were trying, but then we got interrupted by PAX.
Oh, that's true.
And then the server.
True.
And so the intent was, it'd be about every other week. So we'd do the announcement 1 week, talk about the entries the next week, and award it, and announce the next one the week after. But we sort of fell behind because of, things.
Now the chat room is alerting me, and I get it. Thank you, Castlemaker. Joe, it is your decision to come up with a new community build project. And I know the
what does that have to do with the question we just got emailed in?
No. Well, we're talking about challenges and projects and things like that.
Yeah.
And so, Joe,
I haven't decided. I have no idea.
So
honestly, I've thought about it and I have no idea.
You got to come up with something, man. The community
know.
is just they want
I know,
it.
but
They
it's
want it
got to
to
be
happen.
big and epic, and that's hard.
Alcatraz.
No.
All right. Next question that comes into the
Can't do
show.
Alcatraz. I mean, you could do like the entire Bay Area.
A quadcopter in Minecraft. The next question comes into the show from Carrot Crafty.
Okay, well now I have a couple ideas. Anyway.
Okay. Hello, Joe and Chase. After a hard day of clearing land and building, I will take a stroll to see what other people are making. Great stuff, by the way. My question may be more for the community, but it might make a good topic for a show, or not. My question is, how do people come up with their builds? Are they pre-planned on paper, computer first, or just create as you go? I'm sure there are many methods to build, and I'm just curious on how others do it. I, myself, create as I go. That might be why my builds are so wonky. Thanks for the great show. That came from Kelly, or also known as Carrot Crafty and Carrot Top. Thanks for the question. For me personally, when I'm going to be building something, I do have a general idea in mind, like it's going to be a house or an arena or an equestrian course, things like that. I have an idea. I know there are some people that lay out bricks and they lay out markers so they know, and they're going to build it to scale. Maybe they're using plans or a tool online. But that's how I build. Joe, I mean, how do you plan your builds and start thinking of ideas put together?
It really depends on the build. So if it's really complex, I'll actually draw it out a little bit on graph paper or something like that. If it's something more straightforward, a house, that sort of thing, I'll build it. And then if I decide it's not fantastic, I'll cut part of it out and redesign it and build it up again. I mean, that's the nice thing about Minecraft is there aren't too many blocks that you can build and not, when you destroy them, get them back.
Totally.
Glass is pretty much one of the very few ones that does that, unless you have a silk touch. Anyway, but
Right.
yeah, you there's a lot of flexibility there in terms of what you can build, and usually it's the best word for it would be seat of the pants. Just start building, and when you don't like it, change it. When
Right.
you like it, leave it that way.
Yep. Next, not really a question, but more of a statement, and I left this in the questions to break down just because, we talked about it. Ben writes in, or MacCraft2000 says, I'm going to cry. Microsoft, the game wrecker of the universe, has bought my favorite game. I just wanted to send this in hopes that it would start a community riot. Thanks for the great show. I trust you won't let Microsoft ruin GGTV as well. Angry and confused. All right, first off, I know a lot of people have strong feelings about Microsoft. I do not consider them a game wrecker of the universe. I think that title goes to EA. I think they're the game wreckers of the universe, followed closely by Activision in some areas. With the whole Call of Duty situation and stuff, with that situation kind of really pissed me off.
Maybe not game wrecker. How about game obsessed?
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to start a community riot because we don't know yet fully what Microsoft's going to do with the game. So no reason to start a riot.
Yeah.
And Microsoft will not ruin GGTV. I don't know how they would. They haven't offered me $2.5 billion yet. But I want to be on the record right now to say that if Microsoft offered me a check for $2.5 billion, I would graciously accept that check. I'm sorry.
I mean, that goes back to the whole thing of who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't? Actually,
anybody
my price isn't that high, but I'm just saying.
Exactly. You know what?
Yeah.
Anybody who says that 2.5 billion.
They can
How about
get-
100 million?
They can get.
Anybody who says they wouldn't accept $100 million
They
check
can get
is lying.
GGTV for 100 million. I would come down to that price level, and I would
Down, yeah.
I would come down just enough for them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
But it doesn't have to be Microsoft, right?
No.
It could be Amazon.
No.
It could be anybody.
Anybody
who's got that Apple. Hey, I love Apple. I have my where's my iPhone 6? Somewhere. It's in my pocket. Here, look. I always buy new Apple products.
There you go.
Don't you want to support Come on. They've got more money sitting around than Microsoft does at the moment. So yeah, I you know what, Chase?
Yeah.
I am 100% behind the idea of selling.
The question is, Joe, did it bend? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Yeah.
But that being said, you
Why
guys.
is everything gate? That always annoys
That being
me.
said,
Anyway.
I mean, who wouldn't like to be paid to do something that they enjoy doing? Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where, I mean, you got Microsoft coming. I don't want to bring up this story again, but you got Microsoft coming with a check of $2.5 billion. You seriously think about that. You don't say no. You do, and you think.
I don't even know how long you have to think about that. If somebody walked up to me with a check for $2.5 billion and said, "Would you like it?"
Well, wait a minute. It depends who's giving the check, and if they got money in the bank.
If it's a real check,
yeah.
What is there to really think about?
Oh, true. Fair enough.
I mean, I can think of very few things that I wouldn't sell for $2.5 billion.
Fair enough. All right, one last question before we get out of here. And this is a very, very big question, so we're going to chew on the answer for this one because I think this could turn into something. Hi, Chase and Joe. First of all, welcome back. I'm glad you managed to resurrect the site. Could you explain a little bit about mods and modding in general as it applies to Minecraft? My older son has an extension, as an extension, the rest of our family has gotten into Minecraft. He wants various mods that he hears about from the videos or his friends at school. I'm very comfortable modding WoW, but modding Minecraft seems like a different beast entirely. It looks like you have to download an API or a library like Forge and install it before other mods will run. Also, it looks like each library is different. So also mod A, it requires library X, and then you won't run if you have library Y installed. Is Curse the best place to get mods? I'm not finding the ones, most of the ones people talk about on there. Where else would you get them? Looks like they might need to be rewritten for every game version. Lastly, do you have any that you would recommend? He wants to do things like make airplanes and cars that actually fly. Like Flans mod, and saw something called lasers, which he now wants. Sorry for all the Wallow questions. I'm just finding this rather intimidating. Keep up the great work. This is from Marie and Solira. So, yeah, this is one of those things where I want to touch into and get involved on the show because we have talked about cool mods that we like, and they show you where you are in the world and things of that nature. But it can be very, very daunting to know exactly where to go, how to do it, those kind of things. It can be very, very scary because it's in so many different places. There's not just really one place for it all. There's a few main places, if you will. So I think we'll cover it on a future show, and I think we should add that into our sheet of things that we want to do and talk about with you guys. So, and get in depth because the time of this show allows us to do that. So I think we will do that going forward as well. So yes. But hey, I want to remind you guys real quick before we get out of here that this show is brought to you guys who support us on Patreon. Thanks to you patrons, especially you guys. I was able to offset certain costs associated with this whole rebuild process. You guys have been such an important part of keeping the show going. So I do want to say thanks to all you patrons out there, patreon.com/Minecraft. Right now we have 59 of you who are supporting us. We've had a couple drop off, which happens all the time. Life happens. People drop in and out. But if you want to support the show that is all about Minecraft, you can do so by going to patreon.com/Minecraft. Everything goes into the show, which means the ad-free stream that you might be watching right now on your Roku or on the computer. But not only that, but we have TeamSpeak for community members, file server, so you get the downloads really, really quick. And if you donate or contribute up to a certain amount, we say thank you for that by giving you perks. So many different ways to support it. Just head over to patreon.com/Minecraft, and a Patreon for Geek Gamer TV will be launching very, very soon. So it's one of those things where if you want to support what we're trying to do, and one of those passions that I love doing, you can do that today by going to patreon.com/Minecraft. I want to say a big thanks to this guy, and I sincerely mean thanks. He has been there assisting this whole transition from pretty much deadliness, as far as there was nothing left. It was gone, to getting things working to a point where it's actually better than it was before. Mr. Joseph Falby, you can follow him on the Twitter when he does tweet every once a month or so.
Not even that often.
Not even that often. At Falby.
It's been a long time now.
Yeah, you might want to set a text alert because you might miss when he does tweet. I did. I'm honest. Yeah, I set up a text alert so when Joe tweets, I'm like, oh, whoa, he just tweeted. So,
and then you're like, why did I set up a text alert for this stupid tweet?
Yeah, this is like, this is a chair. Wow. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I've tweeted that.
You can follow me on Twitter. If you were, you would know everything that is happening with the whole server rebuild process and things that are happening in my personal life at Nunes, Nunes. And if you want to know anything that's related to the show, to the network, when things are happening associated with Geek Gamer TV, just follow Geek Gamer TV on Twitter at Geek Gamer TV. We do the show Sunday evenings at 5 p.m. Pacific right now at live.geekgamer.tv, but anything can change. So make sure, if you want to know the latest of what's going on, head over to our brand new website at geekgamer.tv. At the very, very top right-hand spot of the page, you'll see a link that says schedule. When you click on that, it takes you to the calendar and show schedule where you can see when things are happening, all right here. And if you don't like Pacific time and you want a way to convert, just click this time zone converter link, and it takes you right to this really simple page. Just type in your time and there and when you want to know, and it just converts time. It's really, really cool. Yeah. This show's available on iTunes and all those lovely formats. If you're looking for RSS feeds and other ways to consume the show, just head over to our website at geekgamer.tv. You guys, it's been completely awesome. I want to say thank you for being there. I want to say thank you for being patient. And we are so excited to be back, to be doing Minecraft things. And we even got more Minecraft things in store. Not just that, but other great things with Geek Gamer stuff. We got PAX coverage still to post. Geek Gamer Weekly will be back as well. Things are coming back, and then some. Game streams, you name it. Just open play, let's plays, if you will, and just interacting with you guys. And if you want to be part of that community, come over to our website. We have a great forums, and a lot of you guys have jumped in that conversation. So thank you. For Mr. Joseph Falby, I'm Chase Nunes. Thank you for downloading and watching Minecraft Me. We'll see you guys again next week for the Survivor Game special for the month of September, which will be October 9th. Thanks for watching, and keep digging.